All right, welcome back. Today we're going to learn about solving multi-step equations. So multi-step just means it's going to take more than one step, maybe even more than 2 or 3 steps. Okay, so here's the warm-up of just 2-step equations. This one actually is a 3-step. But here's our tips for solving equations with multiple steps. Collect like terms if you have them. Okay, you can use a highlighter and highlight the like terms. You can underline them. You can box them. You can triangle them in, whatever you want. And then the second one says get variables on one side of the equal sign and constants on the other. So remember, your variable is just a letter, represents an unknown number. And then the constants are just numbers. There's no letters attached to them. So let's walk through the first one. Solve the following equations and round to the nearest tenth. So here I am choosing, because there's many different ways that you can solve these, I am choosing to get my x's on the right-hand side. So just like I did in the past few days, to undo subtraction, I'm going to add. So I add 2x. Now notice when I'm adding, I'm lining up my like terms. So here's a negative 2x, I'm putting the positive 2x right below it. Here's a 3x, I'm putting the 2x right below it. I'm lining up my like terms. Negative 2x plus 2x becomes 0. That side has no variable anymore. I'm left with a 9 that drops straight down. The equal is still there. The equal sign is still there. Negative 3 drops straight down, and then now I have, because these are lined up, I can say 3x plus 2x gives me 5x. So now I've got the variables on one side. I'm on to step 2. I got to get the constants on the other side. So my constant is this negative 3. I want that negative 3 to become 0. So think about it. I owe someone $3. To get it to 0, or to not owe them money, I don't want to subtract 3. I want to add 3. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides of the equal sign. And once again, I'm lining up my like terms. Negative 3 and then a positive 3. 9 and then a positive 3. 9 plus 3 gives me 12. These 3's cancel. I'm left with 5x. So now the last step. To undo multiplication, I just divide. So I divide both sides by 5. X is 2.4. Let's look at letter B. So on this one, I have parentheses. I have to get rid of those parentheses first. So the easiest way is to distribute your 5. So I distribute the 5, distribute the 5. That's what those arrows are showing. So 5 times 1m is 5m. 5 times 6 is 30. And then everything else stayed the same, a minus 2, an equals, and a 14. So now I check, do I have any like terms? And I do. The 30 and the negative 2 are on the same side of the equal sign, and they do not have variables. So they're like terms. So I'm going to do 30 minus 2, just what it says. 30 minus 2 to get 28. I don't have any more like terms to combine. Now you might be thinking, well, what about the 28 and the 14? They're on different sides of the equal sign. So in order to combine them, I actually have to add or subtract. So here it says plus 28. I need to subtract 28 from both sides. 28 minus 28 is 0. I'm left with 5m on that side. 14 minus 28 is negative 14. So now to undo multiplication, because this is 5 times m equals negative 14, I will divide by 5 and get negative 2.8. And notice that these two are both decimals. Actually, those first 4 examples are all decimals. That is okay. You're going to get decimals, you're going to get positive, you're going to get negative. All of those are okay. And these are just more complex examples. So we have distribution, then we're collecting like terms, negative 20 and negative 8. So there's just more steps involved. Multi-step, meaning it could be more than 3, it could be more than 4 steps. So if you have questions, make sure you ask.